Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a little chatty. I'm just going to be catching up with you about what I'm up to right now, what I'm thinking of doing. I have a question to ask any of you out there that are gardeners or that know anything about plants. I have a question about a plant right now. And yeah, I'm also going to have an unboxing and a flip through of the latest Daphne's Diary magazine, which happens to be one of their thick issues and their 15 year anniversary, I think, as well. So it's going to be hopefully not too long of a video, but I wanted to kind of put a few things into it as I am gathering things and doing a little bit of creative, I don't know, I guess a little bit of inspiration. So as many of you know, I'm having a bit of trouble feeling creative, and so I've gone through my stash of unfinished projects and or projects that I'm really enjoying, that sort of thing. So I started kind of compiling a few things that I will be finishing. I'll film those with showing you guys what I'm doing, and I'll also link any tutorials that I have for any of the projects that I'll be showing you step by step. So I think what I'm going to try to do is in the community section of YouTube, I'm going to let you know what the project I'll be working on is, so that you, if you want to make like a prototype yourself, then you can do that before I start kind of embellishing and that sort of thing. Or you could just watch the video when, I release it, and then I will, like I said, if I have a tutorial for it, I will link that video in the video description for that particular project. I'm also compiling ephemera because I'm trying to put together some happy mail. Now, I've sent most of it out, the ones that I was supposed to send out, but I'm still kind of delayed a little bit with some of them. So what I'm thinking, and let me know what you guys think, and if this is something that, if you were getting happy mail, that you would enjoy. I think the easiest thing for me, which I really enjoy doing, is decorating envelopes. So I have like a variety of many different types and styles and sizes of envelopes. And I thought, well, what if I decorate these envelopes and then just stuff them with little surprises in them? Now, if you guys were getting happy mail, would that be something that you would enjoy receiving? Because I'm thinking of maybe catching up this way. I really get stuck with trying to send somebody something that I think they would really enjoy. And so I'll put something together and then I'll sit with it and think, oh, well, maybe they won't like this, or maybe they don't need that. But then it kind of really delays me in sending things. And sometimes I think, well, maybe they want something handmade, or maybe they want, some goodies that they may not have access to. But again, that delays me in sending mail. So I thought, well, what if I just make lots of different envelopes, decorate them any way I want, and then stuff them with ephemera pieces. I'm thinking of doing that. I think a long time ago, I did a swap like this with somebody. Now, sadly, I never received my end of the swap, but the idea was to decorate an envelope and stuff it with ephemera that was, I think, color coordinated. And so she wanted very neutral tones, very neutral color of items. And so it was all like vintage and that sort of stuff. And so I stuffed it with just a lot of neutral tones. And the idea is that you let some of your stuff go, but you get something back that you may not have in your stash. And so a little bit of something new sometimes I think is exciting, especially when it's, something that you just get in the mail and you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money to do that. So anyways, that's what got me thinking about maybe my focus should be on just embellishing some envelopes, because I do enjoy doing that. And once I get some of them ready, then just stuffing them, maybe like stickers and just little ephemera. Like some of these are just stickers that I've put here, different types of die cut type of ephemera, maybe things like that that not everybody gets or has access to. But let me know what you think, if that's something that you would do, or something that you think would be fun to receive, because I'm trying to speed up my sending mail process, and I think that might help me. So anyways, that was kind of like one of my things that I wanted to let you know about, what I'm working on, the projects that I'll be sharing with you soon. And it's just really just me trying to get my creative juices flowing. Hopefully I'll feel better in, I don't know when, enough to feel creative and to do a little bit more than just, you know, something that's really quick and easy. I don't want to put myself into a deep project right now, but I do want to get something done. So anyways, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. So the next thing I wanted to ask you guys. So my daughter bought a plant recently. She just loves plants like I do. And when she got it home, she started noticing there were these little kind of white specks on it. She thinks they're moving. In fact, she thinks she has seen some of them move, but she doesn't know what they are or how to get rid of them, or should she get rid of them. So I'll put a picture on the screen so you can see what plant I'm talking about. And then I'll put a picture of what the little specks look like. They look like little white things on it. Now, she's kept it away from all our other plants because she doesn't know if it's something that could, you know, maybe, I don't know, take over the plants, etc. We don't know what it is. She has done some research online, but doesn't necessarily trust everything that's coming up. You know, nowadays with doing online research, you don't know what's true or what isn't. So anyway, so she's like, I really want to know. So I thought, hey, maybe I'll ask, you know, my crafty creatives out there, who I know many of you are gardeners, if you could help us out and let us know what that might be, and or how to treat it or what to do about it. So thank you so much for that. And the plant is going to thank you if we need to do anything about that as well. All right, my friends. So anyways, moving on, I'm going to start with the unboxing for Grabie. I think it's such a cute box. It's part of their subscription boxes. I recently did share a video with some Grabie products, totally different than the subscription box. If you wanted to check that out, I will link it below. I really had a lot of fun using the products, and if you wanted to check out, you know, what they have in their shop, they have lots of variety in there. I also have a discount code for you guys if you are interested in anything in their shop. There's also, like, you can use it for any products except for subscription, like for a subscription. But anyways, all those details, I will have them linked in the video description. So yeah, I'm going to show you that, and then I'll show you the latest Daphne's Diary magazine, which is so full of inspiration, you guys. Anyways, let me get started. Okay, so this is part of their subscription box, and it is called the Mystic Realm. And you'll see the goodies that they've sent in this box. I have shown you many unboxings for Grabie before. If you wanted to check out the playlist, I will link it below. I also have discount codes for them in the video description if you are interested in purchasing anything in their shop. And the discount code is good for items in the shop except for a subscription box. However, with their items, you can usually purchase items on their own. So if you wanted to just purchase this cut out book on its own, you could do that, and some of the other little goodies that I might show you here. Now this one includes this really fun coaster. It's really thick, and I love the sparkle to it. As you can see, there's also a couple of pieces of stationery with this gorgeous envelope, and then the stationery paper with this really lovely detail on it, as you can see how it reflects the light. And then it has many of these pieces of this glassine paper, or vellum paper, I should say. Now, what do you guys do with vellum? How do you like to use vellum in your projects? Leave a comment below and let me know. So these are the types of things that when I receive them, of course, I love going through them. I love showing them to you. And, you know, there is sometimes a spark of inspiration. But I also like to put pieces away so that I can add them to snail mail. And I think these would be some of the pieces that might also be nice to add in Happy Mail. So I like to kind of put some, some of them aside whenever I receive something. And then I have a little pile of items going that I will be adding to mail that goes out. So anyways, that's what I like to do with these types of stationery supplies as well. Now, usually I go through the books that I have shown you from their collection, and I usually show you page by page. But today I thought I would just do a quick flip through of the booklet because I don't really know if you like to see each little item. You should know that they have different types of ephemera that you can cut out, ephemera that you can punch out or pop out of the pages. There's also a lot of stickers, a lot of specialty paper that's included, and all the pages are double-sided. So if it is a sticker page, the back of the page has a pattern to it. And so I also like to use those because you can repurpose those. Maybe you can add more stickers to them so that you can release the stickers from the sticker paper, if you know what I mean. Anyways, you can see that there's a variety of images and things that you can cut out. A lot of astrology information in here and cards and that sort of thing. And of course, you've got some labels and just some really pretty patterns that can be used in many projects. So anyways, this is one of the latest subscription boxes. You could certainly purchase this book on its own, as I believe they have majority of their books that they include in their subscription box. But when you do get the boxes, it's usually a bit of a discount. Now, each book also includes a magnetic bookmark, and this happens to be the one in this one, which I think is really cute. Anyways, I'll have all the details in the video description, and if you have questions, let me know. Now, the Daphne's Diary magazine that I was mentioning, I think it's, oh my gosh, I got so inspired looking at the colors. I'm really thinking about doing something using a lot of the inspiration in it, but I'm not sure what I want to do. So I think I might just take one of the pages as inspiration for maybe a collection of a color scheme that I might want to work on. I think that's how I'm starting with it right now. I think I showed you in my last video that I love to curate kits, maybe put things together that I might work on in the future. Sometimes it's a theme, sometimes it's a color. And I think for this particular one, I'm being inspired by the colors. So I think I might put some kits together just based on some of the pages that I am flipping through here. I do have a playlist for Daphne's Diary. I will link that below if you are interested. And I also have a discount code for them if you're interested in purchasing something in their shop. I usually get asked where you can get this magazine. So their website is below, which you should click and you can check that out. And they have information for North America and outside of North America as well. So you can check that out and, see if you like anything else on their site. I also like to mention that they do have some free downloads if you check out their website. And sometimes you can get some really nice printables and activity pages that you can use and work on them at your leisure. Sometimes I have done the magazine flip throughs just with paper sounds and music, and then other times I'll chat through it as I'm doing now. So I really like to kind of change it up a little bit because I believe many of you like one way of me doing a flip through and the rest of you like it another. So I kind of like to have a little bit of a variety when I do that. And also let me know if you think I'm going too fast when I'm flipping through them. I try and flip it so that you can see the entire page. And if you wanted to just pause the video, you could, look at it a little bit closer. But I don't know if you think I'm going too fast or if you think I should kind of stop at every page and give you more details or thoughts that I'm having on it. It's kind of hard to know, what you guys want to see with the magazine flip throughs, but I just enjoy going through them. Once I actually do a flip through for you, I've already gone through the magazine myself and just enjoyed reading the different articles and looking at the different recipes. And then, even looking at maybe an activity that I might want to do. I know that a lot of us also like to kind of tear the pages out to use them in our projects. So that's something that I haven't been doing in a little while, but I think I have to start. Usually the magazines include pages like this one that you can cut things out, or like this one here that you could also cut out and do an activity on, like they're showing an embroidered card as an example. So I do like that they include a lot of things that you can use the magazine, in particular the pages that you can cut out for the activities that they set them up for. But one of the things that I've really always enjoyed about this magazine is just the variety of articles they have, the different artists that they feature. And, you know, there's always a location that you could travel to that they kind of give you a little bit of information on. This page happens to have a stencil, so you would pop out the floral piece that's inside and then it becomes a stencil. And then some of the pages, like these ones here, I probably would just cut them out and use them maybe as making an envelope in my projects, for my projects I should say, or maybe making pockets or something that would bring some color to a page. I also have a video where I show you how I like to use the magazine without cutting it sometimes. And I will link that video below in case you haven't seen it. I do like to show you different ways that I have used the magazine in the past, and I've made journals with it. I've made ephemera pieces with it, and it's something that I've always enjoyed looking through and using as inspiration. So hopefully you're finding the same thing as I flip through it. And I do enjoy showing you flip throughs of the magazine, so you can take a look at, you know, what is in the pages if you haven't seen it before. And if you are interested in getting yourself a copy, you can check out their website for more information. Anyways, thank you, my friends. I'm just going to show you the poster here, which happens to be a birthday calendar. Each magazine has a poster, and this happened to be the one in this issue. Thanks so much for stopping by.